Hello students, now we are continuing the previous section, neighborhoods and accumulation point of a topological spaces. Okay, next we have a theorem. For a subset capital A of a space X, a closure equal to set of all y in capital X such that every neighborhood of y meets A non-vacuously. Okay, so the theorem says that a closure can be defined as set of all y belongs to X such that every neighborhood of y intersect with the capital A. Okay, we will see how the proof goes. Okay, to prove this theorem, I define let B equal to this set. Set of all y belongs to capital X such that every neighborhood of y meets capital A non-vacuously. That is nothing but set of all y belongs to capital X such that every neighborhood of y meets capital A. Every neighborhood of y meets capital A. That is set of all y in capital X such that I can write set of all y belongs to capital X such that some u is a neighborhood of y and u intersection capital A is not equal to empty. So all three statements are same. So now we have to prove that A closure is equal to this set means A closure is equal to B itself. So we claim that A closure is nothing but capital B. This is same as the last set. Okay, to prove A closure equal to B, I take let X belongs to A closure. X belongs to A closure means by the definition of A closure, X belongs to A union A prime. This is the set A and derived set. So which implies X belongs to A or X belongs to A prime. Okay, now we want to prove that this X must be belongs to capital E. This X have to belong in capital B. For that, I need a neighborhood of that element. B consists of elements such that U is a neighborhood of Y and the property that U intersection A is equal to non-empty. So, for proving X belongs to B, I want a neighborhood of X and that neighborhood must intersect with the capital A. So, for that, I take let U be a neighborhood of X. Okay. Now, we have two possibility for X. X either belongs to capital A or belongs to A prime. I choose if X belongs to A. If X belongs to A, then what happened to U intersection A? U intersection A has at least one point X because X also belongs to capital A and U is a neighborhood of X. U is a neighborhood of X clearly implies X will belongs to U. Okay, so X belongs to U, X belongs to A, therefore U intersection A is clearly non-empty. Now for the case 2, if X belongs to A prime, X has only two possibility, either belongs to A or belongs to A prime. If X belongs to A, clearly U intersection A will be non-empty. If X belongs to A prime, then X is a limit point of A. X belongs to A prime means it is a derived set of capital A. That means A prime is nothing but set of limit points of capital A. Therefore, X will be a limit point of capital X be a limit point of capital A. Now, we have U is a neighborhood of X. Since U is a neighborhood of X, by the definition of neighborhood, there exists an open set V such that X belongs to V and that V is contained in U. Okay. Therefore, what is V? V is an open set containing the point X. And X is a limit point of capital A. Again, by the definition of limit point, when X is a limit point of capital A, every open set containing that point must intersect with respect to with the set capital A. Therefore, since V is an open set containing x, open set containing x, and x is the limit point of capital A, together implies U intersection A must be non-empty. Must be non-empty. It has at least one point other than small x. Therefore, it clearly non-empty. Therefore, in both cases, U intersection A will be non-empty. That means this x will belong to this collection or this set. So, which implies x belongs to capital B. So, which implies A closure is contained in B. Whenever x belongs to A closure, we proved that x belongs to B. Okay, therefore A closure will be contained in B. Okay, is it clear? Since B is an open set containing x and x is a limit point of capital A, actually this implies V intersection A must be non-empty. V intersection A must be non-empty. V is an open set and x is a limit point of capital A. But what is V? V is completely contained in U. Whenever V intersection A is non-empty and V is contained in U, implies U intersection A must be non-empty. Clear? So we get A closure is contained in B. Now we have to prove the reverse statement. Now we have to prove that B is contained in A closure. B is contained in A closure. For that, we prove the negation. We prove negation. What is negation? If x naught belongs to, that is, if x naught belongs to A closure, then x naught belongs to B. Okay, so for that, let x naught belongs to A closure. X naught belongs to A closure means x belongs to its complement. What is its complement? X minus A closure. Capital X minus A closure will be the complement of A closure. Therefore, x cannot be belongs to A closure means x belongs to x minus A closure. Okay, and what is x minus A closure? What about this set? X minus A closure, we know A closure is always closed. Always closed. Therefore, its complement x minus A closure is open. Since A closure is always closed, its complement x minus A closure is open. Therefore, x minus A closure is an open set containing the point small x. Containing the element small x. Therefore, x minus A closure is an open set containing small x. So we know that a set is open in a topological space if and only if it is a neighborhood of each of its points. Since x belongs to this set and this set is open implies x minus A closure is a neighborhood of x. X minus A closure is a neighborhood of x. Okay. Now let U equal to x minus A closure, which implies U is a neighborhood of x. I take this set as U. U equal to x minus A closure, then U is a neighborhood of x. Then what is U intersection? U intersection capital A. So U is nothing but x minus A closure intersection capital A. X minus A closure intersection capital A. What about this intersection? This will always empty. Why? Suppose this is our capital A and this will be the A closure. Then its complement is the outside region and capital A is the inside of this figure, shaded region. Then their intersection is clearly empty. So these two intersections will be always empty. Okay, so U intersection A will be empty. Therefore, x cannot be belongs to B. Why? What is B? B is equal to set of all y in capital X such that U is a neighborhood of y and U intersection A is non-empty. But here U is equal to x minus A closure, which is a set and which is a neighborhood of a point small x, and U intersection A is clearly empty. Here, whenever U intersection A not equal to empty and U is a neighborhood of y, then that y will belongs to capital B. Here x is a point in capital X and U is a neighborhood of that small x and U intersection A is equal to empty. Therefore, x cannot be belongs to the collection B, which implies X not belongs to A closure implies X not belongs to B. Therefore, the negation statement is true. Therefore, B is contained in A closure. So, we have proved that A closure equal to B. That is, A closure is nothing but set of all Y belongs to X such that U is a neighborhood of Y and U intersection A not equal to empty. Okay. Okay, and this theorem is actually very important theorem because it can be used for testing whether a point is belongs to closure of a set or not easily. Now we define boundary or frontier of a topological of a set in a topological space. So let X tau be a topological space. Suppose we have a topological space X tau. Okay, and A is any subset of capital X, then we can define the boundary of capital A, that is denoted by either f of A, frontier of A or dou of A, and which is defined as A closure intersection X minus A closure. Suppose this will be the A closure, right? This is A and this is the rectangular shape is A closure, and X minus A closure. X minus A closure means the outside region. Their intersection will be this border line. So which is called the boundary of A. Which is called the boundary of A. So it is defined as A closure intersection X minus A whole closure. And clearly we can see that A closure is always closed and X minus A closure is again a closure of a set. It is again closed and intersection of two closed set is closed. Therefore, the boundary of a set is always closed. Dou of A is always closed. Why? Because it is finite intersection of two closed sets. Since it is a finite intersection of intersection of closed sets. Closed set. A closure is always closed. X minus A whole closure is again always closed. Their intersection of two closed sets is again closed. Therefore, the boundary of a set is always closed. Clear? Similarly, we can define what is the exterior of a set. X of A. Exterior of a set. Exterior of a set is nothing but you consider this set X minus A, the complement of A and their interior and its interior. So exterior of a set is nothing but interior of X minus A. Exterior of A, this is our A, then its exterior is its complement actually. Then you find the complement, their interior is called exterior. So you can see that this is always open. Why? Interior of a set is always open. Interior means int of X minus A is nothing but X minus A interior, okay? X minus A interior. A interior and X minus A whole interior, okay? Now, interior of a set is open. Interior of a set is always open, therefore exterior is always open set. Exterior of a set is always an open set. And boundary of a set is always a closed set because of this condition. Clear? Now I will show you by an example. For that, let X tau be a topological space. Let X is equal to the set some finite set A, B, C, D, some E, okay? And take tau as the whole set, the empty set, singleton A, set A, B and some A, C, D, okay? A, B, C, D. Is this a topology? Empty set is there, whole set is there. Their union must be there and their intersection must be there. So anyone is A, B, one more, A, B, E. So it is a topology. You can check whether it is a topology or not. Actually it is a topology. X and empty set is there. Their union is AB. Their intersection is singleton A. Their union is, union of these two sets is A, B, C, D. It is here. And their intersection is A, B, A, C, D. Intersection is singleton A. It is here. And therefore it is a topology. Okay. Now I take capital A equal to the set A, B, C. Okay. Then what is A interior? We know by the definition, A interior is the largest open set. Largest open set contained in A. Contained in A. So, which are the open sets contained in A? Clearly empty set is contained in A. Okay. And singleton set A is open set which is contained in A because A is ABC. Okay. And the set AB is also contained in A. Okay. Any other? AB, ACD, ABCD, ABE. No. So these three are the open sets contained in A. So which is the largest open set contained in A? That is set AB. Therefore, what is A interior here? A interior is equal to set AB. Okay. Now, then what is exterior of A? Exterior. Exterior by the definition it is interior of X minus A or X minus A interior. So, how can you find out X minus A interior? We have to consider which are the open sets contained in X minus A. The largest one will be its interior. So, first we have to find out what is X minus A. Capital X is A, B, C, D, E and capital A is A, B, C. So, X minus A is nothing but D and E. Okay. Now, you consider which are the open sets contained in the set DE. Clearly, empty set is contained in X minus A and no other sets are contained in the set DE. Therefore, empty set is the only open set contained in X minus A. Therefore, the largest one is empty set itself. So, which implies X minus A interior is equal to empty. X minus A interior is equal to empty. Therefore, exterior of A is empty. Exterior of A is equal to empty. Clear? Now we define what is actually boundary of A. F of A, frontier of A. By definition it is A closure intersection X minus A whole closure. So first we have to find what is A closure and then X minus A the whole closure. So what is A closure? By definition A closure is the smallest closed set containing A. Smallest closed set containing A. Containing A. A ne contain ചെയ്യുന്ന ഏറ്റവും ചെറിയ ക്ലോസ്ഡ് സെറ്റ് എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. So what is A? A equal to the set ABC. So which are the sets? Which are the closed sets containing capital A? Okay, for that we have to consider which are the closed sets in this topology. So the members of tau are called open sets. Then what are the closed sets in tau? Closed sets in capital X are the complements of these sets. Complements of elements in tau. So complement of X is equal to empty. Complement of phi is equal to capital X. And complement of singleton set A equal to B, C, D, E. And complement of the set AB is equal to C, D, E. And complement of ACD that is equal to B, E. And complement of ABCD is equal to the set E. And the last one, complement of ABE equal to actually C, D. So these are the collection of closed sets in our topological space X tau. So our capital A is ABC. So how can you find the A closure? A closure is the smallest closed set contained in capital A. Smallest closed set containing capital A. Therefore, which are the closed set containing capital A? Capital A is ABC. So ABCs are contained in the whole set capital X itself. So the capital A is actually contained in capital X. And ABC here A is missing. ABC. So it is easy to verify that capital X is the only set in this collection which contains capital A. Therefore, capital X is the smallest closed set containing capital A. So which implies A closure is equal to capital X. Clear? A closure is equal to capital X. Then you find what is X minus A the whole closure. What is X minus A? X minus A is equal to D and E. So how can you find X minus A whole closure? The smallest closed set containing the set X minus A, containing the set D, E. Okay, so which are the closed sets here containing the set D and the set DE? Clearly, the capital X set will contain the set. Okay, and this set is also contained, and this one too. So, x minus a is contained in capital X, comma, x minus a is contained in the set B, C, D, E, and x minus a is contained in the set C, comma, D, comma, E. Okay, so these are the closest set containing x minus a, and which is the largest? Capital X is the largest. Therefore, x minus a x minus a closure, x minus a whole closure is equal to not the largest, we have to consider the smallest. The smallest closest set containing capital A. Actually, capital X is the largest one, and the smallest closest set is this one. Therefore, x minus a whole closure is equal to the set C, comma, D, comma, E. Ready? Therefore, we can find out what is the frontier. Frontier is A closure intersection x minus a whole closure. That is A closure is equal to, what is A closure? Capital X intersection. What is x minus a whole closure? The set C, comma, D, comma, E. And what is their intersection? X intersection. A subset is nothing but a subset. So, C, D, E. So, these are the definitions we have verified through this example. Okay.